That's good. Yeah. So, at what point did you personally experience freedom?
I would say that I experienced, I think the first stage for me, the first stage of freedom for me was when I had the opportunity to leave the house.
Yeah. Your parents' house.
Yeah. Being the only child, again, we know how that works.
Yeah.
So the opportunity of like leaving my parents' house, not even just leaving the house, traveling outside
The country.
So this was when I really started learning, okay, how life is, or like, taking decisions, learning from whatever decisions that I took. And like, if I've taken the wrong decision, then again, I'm learning from that mistake and I'm also fixing. So this is where I would say like, physically, I got freedom. But in terms of profession, so for me, I went to Babcock University.
Okay.
I studied agricultural science and industrial technology. So you see that agricultural science is totally different from education.
Yes. Yeah.
So the fact that I was in another country and I could actually see that I would function better as a teacher than being an agri person.
Okay.
So that I would say professional freedom to make that decision. And we know the general stereotype. Well, you're a teacher. Just their rewards are in heaven and not on earth. Yeah. So that was when I got professional freedom and I started to explore. And I loved what I was doing. I always say that I don't think I would have been productive, in any profession if I didn't teach.
Wow.
Or if I didn't go into education.
Because you discovered that on time.
Exactly.
And that was find your freedom through it.
And that was how I found freedom. Yeah.
So at what point are you able to figure that one out in Qatar?
So again, thank God for grace, thank God for intelligence, and thank God for foresight, and thank God for patience. So in all of it, yes, it was more of a cultural shock for me because, coming from an African background where respect, we're big on respect, even if someone is maybe 3 years older than you, auntie this, auntie that, or maybe when you see somebody elderly, you quickly go carry their bag. So the fact that I'm coming from that kind of environment to an environment where, yes, they are respectful, but their respect is different from where I'm coming from.
Okay, it's different.
And it was more of asking questions. So they ask a lot of questions, especially the students.
Okay.
They ask a lot of questions, whereby you're coming from a place whereby, they're not asking questions.
Yeah,
they're
because
asking you questions like, where are you from?
Yeah.
Which country? You Kenya? All those questions were quite different. Then apart from that, when you say please or sorry, it doesn't resonate with them. Maybe your pencil
because
falls
you are
down,
not the one that do it.
Exactly. Then they're asking you, why are you saying sorry?
Because you are not the one that do it.
So I'm coming from a polite environment.
Yeah.
The environment is polite, but again, they do things in it. So it was more of culture shock.
So when we are still talking about freedom, we have freedom from fear. So now, you move from Africa to Qatar, then working on US. Is that at any point you fear that, can this be done?
I think for me, I always mentally, I'm someone that pushes myself beyond my comfort zone.
Okay.
And I think what worked for me was ask questions. I always ask questions. When I meet people, I'm very respectful, I'm nice. I ask questions. And the questions that I ask are just not random questions. The questions that I ask is obviously tied to my end goal. So what I would say to people is there has to be a plan.
Okay.
Now, with that plan, you're able to ask the right questions. You're able to push yourself out of your comfort zone. That's because you've created a blueprint that you want to follow. Yes, you're afraid and say, okay, the US. But again, I'm the same person that moved from Africa to Qatar. So why can't I move from Qatar to the US?
Yeah, you know, some people they are so comfortable wherever they are. So because you spent so much years in Qatar, so oh, I'm satisfied here. Why do I want to explore another country? So and that's where fear kick
Comes
in. So I'm so happy that you get your
Fear
freedom.
is an enemy
That's
to anybody. Fear is an enemy of progress.
yes.
You have to push yourself. Like again, what is the? I always told myself like, okay, if I walk up to, for example, the doctor, and I ask the doctor this question, and I ask the doctor that question, what is the highest doctor will say? No,
Okay.
cannot kill me.
No.
No
Yeah.
won't kill me. So ask the question, make the plan. Yes, you will get rejection, but again, like you will get rejection just to know again how to re-strategize things.